Hey, what's up? This is my project 5. I'm going to show you guys like all the pictures and everything first, just so if you want to like pause it at any point, it won't mix with the audio. And then after all the pictures are over, I'm gonna come back and I'll explain everything and the process behind it and the reason and everything like that. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, so this is my project 5 explanation. Um, so to start off, I use stuffed animals for my object just because I think it's something that everyone can relate to. Um, I'm sure everyone had them when they were younger, and I'm sure most of us still have them now. I broke it into three parts: the stuffed animals by themselves, them on fire, and then me afterwards stitching them back together. The youngest version of myself is the teddy bear alone. Um, there's kind of the idea of it being like this pure thing that hasn't really been um, influenced by anything or blemished by society. And then growing up is the bunny on fire. It's this idea that I was really trying to like push away from myself as like a younger kid and like really grow up, and I think it kind of just resulted in me not being myself. And I'm only aware that now. I think as a kid, like I never really crossed my mind that like I was doing things that like weren't really within like my moral compass or whatever. And then me stitching the bunny back together is me now, like with the opportunity to just reflect on things and see that I never had to be like the bunny on fire. Um, I wouldn't say it was necessarily. It's not necessarily a negative thing though, because I had to get to where I am today somehow, and there's a lot to say about like learning from your mistakes and things like that. Um, so that's pretty much just the reasoning behind the project. Originally, the pictures you guys saw them in like our update videos. I was in them, and they were like super like hyper saturated, and part of the reason because that those pictures I had edited to post on Instagram. Um, but I guess in some way, me being in the pictures like makes sense because it is my project. The project deals with me, but I didn't want that. Um, I wanted the pictures to stand alone. I wanted them to be the project and not me. I think especially because what I'm talking about is something that we can all definitely relate to at some point. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is why the pictures are in black and white. I recently saw this interview with Robert Longo. He's this New York artist from the 80s. And like the majority of his work was in black and white. And he talked about that the reason behind it is because it's like more honest to him. And that like really resonated with me, especially for this project, just because the colors didn't have anything to do with it. And I guess I could have definitely made the colors of the bunnies or the colors of the thread or whatever have meaning. But like again, like I didn't want that to take away from like what I was trying to represent. It was the same reason that there was no audio that went along with the pictures. Like I definitely could have had like myself talking or like music or something just to fill that space. But I was really trying to emphasize like what the actions of like the stuffed animals were and like the progression of what was going on. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you. I hope you guys liked it.